Inner growth. Each color must be in a certain state of mind to utilize their full potential in that color frequency. However, black can establish its abilities by simply being a background ornament that comes and goes, not trying to outshine or make a statement. A black should not have a passion or a stance, only an objective. As black floats around and observes what the surrounding environment has provided, they will gather hints and tools to reach the black pod they are unknowingly pursuing. It is difficult for a black to find peace without being alone in their safe place. However, their lightless whole is endless and has no momentum on its own, so they should be careful about giving in to the temptation of being alone. Each occasion that they can find themselves absorbing information is an opportunity to escape inertia and gather momentum through the phases of their life. The sea is filled with countless droplets of water, which then go up into the clouds and fall back down into the ground. But this is contrary to being the final stage of their story. The single drops of water gather together to create massive pools in the sediment called groundwater that can actually move mountains. Wearing all black can induce a feeling of cleanliness and safety from standing out, which many in the black are inclined to do. This feeling of being lost in the darkness allows them to detach from their environment and go relatively unnoticed. At times, a black should pause what they are doing and find a dark room to just stand in for a few minutes to afford themselves the solace of the night and emptiness, which is a very satisfying feeling. In their daily life, they will succeed in being quick and quiet. When doing their job or meeting with people, there is more to be gained when the senses are sensing instead of making a commotion for others to observe. Unfortunately, the information the black wave emits is not translatable for other colors to connect with and will be received as unpleasant energy. In conversations, they should frame their questions to be open-ended in order to fully extract information from the other person. For example, what are the steps you took to become so successful? In everything that we do, there will be a force associated with that action. Once the decision with a positive intent has been made, it will be flung along with the force of positivity, which will then affect the world in a positive way. Each of us has this accumulated force inside our light body that either elevates our frequency to become brighter or decelerates it to darken. For a black, this energy works differently in that it flows through them in high amounts and is distributed through their actions rather than reverberating within their light body. For example, when a young girl was riding her skateboard in the park, a dog that was not on a leash ran after her in an aggressive way. Even though there were a dozen groups of people in the area watching, only the one black suddenly reacted, running after the dog and yelling at the owner. Before the occurrence even took place, the man was alone on the bench in his dark clothes, sitting quietly, but suddenly the black wave moved through him and he felt the need to have a random outburst to stop what was about to transpire, which ended up scaring away the dog before it bit the girl and caught the attention of the owner, which began to run after his leashless dog. By being black, you must allow the universe to work through you, not for you, as this will give you more pivotal roles to play in collective situations.